So we have our database here, which has 3 columns: ID, name, and age. Let's say we want to add in another column using entity framework called city. So what we need to do is in VS Code, I'm going to add in a new field called city. It will be nullable by adding this question mark next to the data type, so it can have null values. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the entity framework tool here, which is a .NET tool, and we are going to use within the entity framework, we are going to use the migrations module, and we are going to add a city migration. So here I've just called it add city. So when I see my migration, for example, over here within the migration folder, I will not then see in the add city migration. So if I run this over here, and as you can see, build succeeded and my migration have been added over here called add city. Now within the add city.cs file over here, what you can see is it's added column called city, and the column is nullable and is of type varchar. And this matches what we supplied here in terms of the data that we wanted. So this hasn't been applied to the database. So if we go over to our database, you can see if I refresh this, you can see we still have the same number of columns: ID, name, and age. So when we do apply it to the database, what will Entity Framework actually do? So we know that it uses these up and down methods here to upgrade and downgrade our database. So here it will drop the column and add the column. But what actual script can we actually see the SQL script that will do that? So you can run this command, which is called the .NET EF migration script. And you can see that it will generate the relevant script that it's going to run. So what you can see here is what it will do is if the migration history table is not there, it's going to create that. And then it's going to insert the following values into it. And then you can see it's going to issue the alter table command and add a column called city, which accepts nulls. So this is the actual statement it will run. And then it will run and insert into the migration history table the following value, which is the name of our migration plus a timestamp. So when we run this command over here, this will actually issue the following SQL against the database. So if I were to now run this command, and you can see it's finished. And if we go over to our database, and if I refresh the columns, and you can see city column has now been added. So if I do a select on the table, you can see the city column have been added and it allows for null. So essentially you can use this command, which is the .NET Entity Framework Migrations script command, and this will let you view the SQL script